It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rickman. Well, this is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Gallies.
Well, you're a little under the weather this morning.
I am. The weather is not being my friend right now.
Not being your friend right now.
No.
Did
not enjoying it at all.
start this morning, or did you have over
Friday.
the weekend a little bit Friday? Oh,
About halfway through the basketball game.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't like it.
So how were the basketball games?
Good.
Good?
Good.
Good. Awesome, awesome.
It's going to make me talk more than I have to.
All right, that went well.
Welcome to the morning's Cough Fest. Now, the girls won sizably. The boys turned around and did the same. So they're
Awesome.
both in the state playoffs. Tournament started on Thursday for us. Boys play at 2:30. Girls will follow directly thereafter. Boys will play Greene County Tech for the fourth time this season. And the girls will play Valley View.
There you go.
So it'll be...
The boys needed this, so that's awesome.
They not only needed to win, they needed to win by at least 10. And then it helped that two of the other teams won and lost the way they needed to. And the boys actually finished number 3 in conference.
Way to go. Awesome.
They could have either been 3 or 5.
There you
Everything
go.
fell in place, so they ended up being 3.
And top 4 is what moves on.
Top 4 moves on.
Yeah, I knew that last game was critical.
Yeah, so top 4 moves on. And like I said, well, the girls will play Valley View and the boys will play Greene County Tech. Hopefully the fourth time's a charm, because we have not been able to beat them yet this year.
You never know.
The East is a little tougher than it's been in some years past, and
Okay.
the girls will have a good chance to battle their way through and probably face Farmington again for the third time this year. But
There you go.
Not bad. How about you?
My weekend, pretty mild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a little truck repair?
Did a little truck repair, and my son's got it started out with just changing a light bulb. I mean, he had some other little things he wanted done, but the main thing was changing this light bulb. And so I'm like, I've changed a lot of light bulbs, not a big deal. So I'm brought up a little video to find out where the screws are to unmount it and whatever. And they're talking about how you got to take the whole grill out of the truck and everything in order. The screws to the light are in the side where the grill covers. So you got to take the whole cover off the top of the front of the truck and then take the whole grill out in order to get the light bulb where you can change the light bulb.
Mm-hmm.
It was the craziest thing I ever seen, but nevertheless, we got her done, and he's doing good.
What other projects fell within that?
He had we worked on a horn thing. He had one of those air horns in there that weren't working right, so we had to redo that.
Just what he needs, an air horn.
No, yeah. Yeah, he's got a horn now. Don't let him get behind you. Then we worked on one of his motorcycles, so it was kind of more of a project day today.
Well, now
or this
he's got
weekend.
more than one?
He did. Now, well, he is down to 1. So he did have 2, but he got rid of one of them. So
He's got a big Harley.
no, he's got a XLR 650. It's like an enduro, big enduro.
It's a trap.
A trap.
It's a trap.
But I grew up on motorcycles. It's hard for me to say anything bad about them. I love them.
Oh, I didn't say anything bad about them.
Yeah.
They just become the money pit after a while.
They can. I've lucked out with the ones I had, but yeah, they can be.
Because not only do they start breaking down, they also sometimes cause you to break down yourself.
That is true.
So
That is true.
anyway, we ought to get started.
Sounds good to me.
It's time for the morning prayer, brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks. 870-508-1771 is their number. Hospice of the Ozarks been taking care of Baxter, Marion County since 1979. They'll be glad to take care of you as well. If you have any questions about hospice care, have questions, just pick up your phone, give them a call. Again, their number is 870-508-1771. Now the morning prayer, Sarah.
Lord, we just thank you for this day that you made. Thank you for this community that is just in unity with one another and just sharing our goals. We thank you. I just pray that we would stay in that unity. We thank you for all the goodness that you have in store for us. We thank you for the love that is shared. We thank you so much. We thank you for your son that died on the cross 1,000 years ago and rose again within 3 days and now is within us. Lord, now you reign above every circumstances, Lord. We're above the circumstances, and we just thank you so much. We have freedom in you through your son, Jesus Christ. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Morning prayer brought to you by Hospice of the Ozarks, 870-508-1771. We'll be back after a quick word from Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team at Century 21 Lee Mack Realty.
Hi, I'm Bob Zadora of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lee Mack Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for lake levels, dam reports, and all the weather updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora. The Z-Team at Century 21 Lee Mack Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. If you go there, click on live views, this is what you see. Not a bad shot for as rainy as it is.
I was about to say, it looks really, really nice, but I know it was raining its butt off when I came in. It may have eased up now, though. I'm not hearing it like I did.
Yeah, it might have changed a little bit. What you're looking at is the beautiful White River that separates Marion County, Arkansas from Baxter County, Arkansas. It's the city of Cotter there straight ahead. The baseball field to the lower left. Next to that, to the left, is the city park. Rainbow Bridge, Trellis Bridge for the railroad tracks is there to the far left. If you could see around that bend, you'd be looking at Bull Shoals Tower at Bull Shoals. Straight ahead is the state of Missouri. To the far right is the city of Mountain Home. In front of that would be the city of Gassville. The old Witch's Hat Water Tower at about 1 o'clock. This is what we call God's Country. If you'd like to see what's available for sale in God's Country, go to retiredarkansas.net, click on MLS listings, find something that catches your interest, then give Bob or Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793. Scooter, you'll run through some Z-clips. I'll run through some temperatures. Currently in Mountain Home is 41. Harrison is 42, Batesville 44, Yellville and Marshall both at 42, Salem at 40, Mountain View and Calico Rock both at 42 as well. West Plains, Missouri 38, Springfield, Poplar Bluff, Missouri both at, West Plains is at 37, Springfield and Poplar Bluff both at 38, and St. Louis, Missouri at 35. Here we go. We'll take a look at the radar. And we'll look at Baxter County, Marion County, Fulton, and Sharp County first. As you can see, we've got rain in our immediate area all the way over to Boone County. Looks like it's going to be out of here by 8 o'clock. We'll go ahead and zoom out and check out the state of Arkansas. And as you can see later on this morning, that rain is completely out of Arkansas. About 1 o'clock, it should be completely gone. And on the national scene, if I can get it to stop, there we go. On the national scene, you can see most of that rain is focused on, okay, catch up to it. There we go. It's going to be in Memphis, Nashville, going up through Tennessee into Indiana. Arkansas will be clear by then. Watches and warnings. Looks like some cold weather, winter weather advisory going through Indiana and Ohio, going up into Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Nothing in Arkansas, Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Louisiana, or Texas. Our 7-day forecast looks like this. High today of 57 with a chance of rain. Chance of rain tonight, low of 46. High tomorrow, partly sunny and 77 with a low of 59. 75 with rain on Wednesday, low of 57. Rain on Thursday with a high of 75 with a low of 60. And then rain again on Friday with a high of 78. Next weekend looks like a high of 70, on Saturday and a high of 69 on Sunday.
Decent temperatures, but a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. Lake Norfolk 546.25, which is 5.75 below full pull of 552. Currently running one generator. And Bull Shoals 652.72, which is 6.28 below full pull of 659, and they're currently running 4. That's the lake levels, dam reports, and all the updates brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty. 870-405-0793 is their number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. These are realtors you can recommend to your friends. They're busy, but never too busy to help you. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
You build more than projects. You build what communities rely on. When the job site runs on results, put Kubota to work. Backed by expert service and support from your local Kubota dealer. Right now, bring home select Kubota KX Series with 0% financing available or save up to $4,800.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Community news and happenings brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434, Highway 62 Southwest at Buford Road. Tractors, 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 tractors.
And they've got a lot of tractors.
They've got a few tractors.
They've actually are getting more and more and more construction equipment in, which is really cool. They carry
Back in the old days, back in the 70s, early 80s,
the horse and buggies.
They were the case dealer.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, that building, the folks that had it back then were the case dealer. And then they had all kinds of, like, big excavators and big dozers and all tractor loaders and all that good stuff. But Ozarks Farm and Lawn, if you're looking for a Kubota tractor, a New Holland tractor, some bush hogs, zero-turn lawnmowers, mini X, mini skids, skid steers, backhoes, front-end loaders, they've got them all. They've got anything that you might need and then some. Brake bed trailers as well. You can pick one of those up if you want one. If you got something that's broken, need some help getting it fixed, take it out to Ozarks Farm and Lawn. They'll be glad to help you. If you know what parts you need, just go by there, tell them what you need, let them hand it to you. If you're smart, you'll spend an extra $20 or $30 to have them put it on for you. You just never know. Depends on how much.
Depends on
what is your time worth.
Yeah, there you go.
Hire the expert, let them do it in 15 minutes, or take it home and be the expert and do it in an hour and a half.
And not sure that it's right.
And they go, yeah, where'd this extra little widget come from?
Why do I got extra parts?
Yeah. The Mountain Home Naval Junior ROTC is having a fundraiser dinner tomorrow night. Yeah, it is tomorrow night. March the 3rd at 6 o'clock at the Shed. All proceeds from this will go to the Mountain Home High School Naval Junior ROTC, who will be representing the state of Arkansas at the National Independence Day Parade on July the 4th, 2026 on historic Constitution Avenue in Washington, D.C. They're the only school in the state of Arkansas that was asked to attend this, so it is a great honor, and they need some help raising some funds to get this done. And that's that portion of it's happening tomorrow. The Veteran Town Hall meeting will be on Wednesday, March the 4th from 10:30 to 11:30 at the VFW Ozark Post 3246 at 214 7th Street here in Mountain Home. It'll be from 10:30 to 11:30, March the 4th. Receive important information on veterans updates and discuss healthcare programs. There's a mini golf tournament be held on April the 11th, which is a Saturday. There'll be 18 teams per flight. They'll have a morning flight and an afternoon flight. The morning flight will tee off at 10 o'clock in the morning. The afternoon flight will tee off at noon. This is a good way to have a good time and help raise some money. This will be going to the Mountain Home Naval Junior ROTC, as we talked about a little bit earlier about the parade coming up on July the 4th. It's $55 for a team of 5. For more information, call Tim Nichols at 870-321-6726. You can make all checks payable to MHHS NJROTC. Booster Club. You have an opportunity to pick yourself up a rifle or a shotgun. You can buy tickets for a chance to win one of those Shotgun tickets are $5 each. Rifle tickets are $10. The shotgun is a Stevens Model 320, a 12-gauge pump shotgun, and the rifle is a Ruger American Generation 2 308 bolt action, capacity of 3 rounds. The shotgun drawing will be April the 14th. The rifle drawing will be June the 10th. And somebody told me there was a limited number of tickets being sold for each gun. Only 200 tickets for each gun are being sold. So check that out as well. The Second Amendment Legacy Foundation is doing their annual fundraiser banquet, and that will be held on April the 17th at 5:30 at the Baxter County Fairgrounds. For more information on that, call Bo Trammell, 870-404-9002, or Joanna Baxter at 870-424-3535. Second Amendment Legacy Foundation, we'll talk more and more about that as the time gets closer. They do great things with the funds that they raise and help any organization if they're in a county that touches or borders Baxter. So it's not just Mountain Home, not just Baxter County, it's all around us. There you go. Community News that Happens brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. 870-425-3434. We'll be back in just a moment.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for the Monday morning sports update, and we talked briefly about this at the beginning of the show. But the Lady Bombers will be playing in the state tournament on Thursday. They will play after the boys. The boys play at 2:30. On the girls' side, on the 5A West, Farmington ended up their conference 14-0. They are the number one seed in the state tournament for the West side. Lady Bombers finished number 2. They went 12-2. The only 2 losses they had were to Farmington. Van Buren finished up in the 3 spot at 8-6, and Greenwood finished up 6-7.
Where did they play the state tournament?
At Farmington this year.
Is it at Farmington?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It will be at Farmington. If I can get this to cooperate with me here, we'll take a look at the boys' side real quick. And the boys ended up beating Greenwood On Friday night, 55-40. And the boys have made it into the state tournament as well. And take a look at the standings on that side. Farmington boys ended up 14-0. Alma ended up 12-2. Siloam Springs ended up 8-6. They tied with Van Buren. They ended up 8-6 as well, and so did Mountain Home, ended up 8-6. So we had a three-way tie for third, and Mountain Home ended up winning all the tiebreakers, and they ended up number 3. So that's pretty exciting for the boys to make it back into the state tournament.
Oh yeah, and go up to third place. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good job.
And they'll play Greene County Tech for the 4th time this season. Hopefully they'll be victorious on it. Then they'll turn around and play. If they win on Thursday night or Thursday afternoon, they'll turn around and play on Friday. And we'll have all those games right here on XL7-TV.
Awesome.
And boys and girls both. We talked a little bit about it last week. We had softball fundraiser game for AAA softball. Yep. Mountain Home beat Pottsville. The boys soccer team played against Nettleton over the weekend. Came out on top of that as well. So spring sports are here.
They're firing off.
So that means right now we've got baseball, softball, boys and girls soccer, boys and girls track. I think that's about it.
And the only winter sport that's still going is basketball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that'll wrap up this week. Well, the prelims will wrap up.
I was about to say, because if they keep winning, then they move on.
Yeah, the finals will be played at Little Rock or at Hot Springs, and I think that is a week from Saturday, maybe.
Okay.
Not quite sure. Had to scope that out a little bit.
There you go.
There we go. Got anything you want to throw out?
Nope, I'm good.
I know that it's the swim team went down to Russellville for their state meet. I have not got the results on how that turned out for them, but I'll probably have those on Wednesday.
Okay.
Talk a little bit about that on Wednesday. I'll try to get a hold of swim coaches.
We usually do real well. I mean, we got a great swim team.
See how that goes.
Awesome.
All right, Monday morning sports update. We'll be back just a little bit.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. It's time for Monday Sports. Coach Matt Shimmel is here, Mountain Home Bomber Wrestling, along with Mason Shimmel and Calin Frounfelter. How are y'all?
Good.
Coach?
Doing real good.
Season is over.
It is. Well, the regular season is. We're still doing some off-season stuff now. We took a week off, and we're back in the room. So,
oh, is that right?
Yeah, just once a week right now, but...
Recap your season for me a little bit.
It was kind of a whirlwind. Our season got shortened by a couple weeks to align with the AAA calendar, so we wanted to still get all of our dates in. So there wasn't a whole lot of downtime in between matches, but overall we did really well. I think we finished up 15-6 in dual meets, and then we had 4 all-state wrestlers. These 2 were finalists. Calin won a state championship. Mason was a runner-up. Then we also had Seth King took 3rd and Steven Sturgis took 4th in the state. We had 8 qualify for the state tournament. Everybody won their first match, and then we had 4 move on. A couple more lost after that, but overall it was a really good season, man. Especially we were pretty young this year, so I got a lot of hope for next year as well. Mason moves on, but Calin will be back next year to defend his title, and I just have a lot to look forward to next year.
How many kids do you have wrestling right now?
Right now we're down just because it's the off season, but I think we finished out about 25 or so, 25, 30 kids. I'd like to see more. I always want more. I'd love to be 3 or 4 deep at every weight class, but the ones that we have in the room are really working hard and doing well.
Let's talk about the feeder program that the Mountain Home High School team has. I know there's the Mountain Home Flyers.
Yeah.
How big is that organization?
Right now, I think they're right around 45 or 50 kids. They're ranging age from 5 to 14, 15 years old. They just had their state tournament as well. The girls wiped up. I think they had 10 entries in the girls state tournament and had 8 champions and 2 runner-ups. So every girl made the finals. And then they had an additional 2 champions in the open, and then I think 1 in the novice. I'd have to go back and look. But they're having a lot of success down at the youth level, which has been great for us at the high school because, like you said, it's a feeder program.
At what age can they start wrestling?
5 years old.
At 5?
Yep.
They have enough attention span to wrestle at 5?
Most do.
You've got some varsity wrestlers don't have so much.
That's right. Some of them, sometimes it's like wrangling cats. But, we have about 5 or 6 coaches down at the youth level now, which is great because that's more than we've ever had. And, there's able to be a lot smaller groups and a lot more supervision, a lot more one-on-one. When Scooter and I were running it for a long time, it was just him and I, and it was tough with a lot of those little ones. But with all the extra hands that we have pitching in, it's been a lot nicer.
How many different weight brackets do they have in the youth wrestling compared to the high school?
In youth, they every 2 years is a different age group, and then there's probably 13 or 14 weight classes per age group, and then we have 14 weight classes in the high school, and that spans from 9th grade to 12th. So the window is a lot smaller in youth. Just because of maturity and the way kids grow differently, and you can't really put a 6-year-old up against a 9-year-old just because they're so far different in development. Where in high school, by the time they become a freshman, there's a big difference between a freshman and a senior, but they're still just about there. And about half of the freshmen are and half are not.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk to you guys.
Yeah.
Mr. Frounfelter, how long have you been wrestling?
I think this year I wrapped up my 12th year of wrestling.
12th year?
Yeah. Been wrestling since I was 4 years old. So, that's been a while.
How many championships have you won over the past 12 years?
In youth, I think I won 4, and then this is my first one in high school.
Okay.
So.
And the excitement of being at the state tournament and standing up on that podium, how'd you feel about that?
I mean, it was a great feeling. I'm really excited for it. You know, yeah, I was working a while for it, so really happy I got a chance to be there.
What weight class do you wrestle?
Heavyweight from 215 to 285.
I'm sorry?
The weight class is from 215 to 285.
215 to 285.
Yeah.
That's a big spread.
It is. Some big boys in that weight class.
Have you had to go past the 285? Have you had to wrestle anybody that size?
Yeah, there's a guy from Lake Hamilton. I lost to him twice, but yeah, he's definitely around like 260, 270 mark. So.
Where are you at?
I'm around 240, so I'm a little bit on the lighter side of my weight class, but usually I can get it done though.
Technique.
Yeah,
finesse.
I suppose so. Yeah,
little finesse.
Yeah, well, a lot of them they're coming in from football, so they're all kind of just brute strength around. So a lot of times I can finesse them with wrestling. So.
Because you've been doing it so long.
Yeah.
Your sister taught you well, right?
Yeah, well, I taught her well first.
Mason, how about you? How long have you been wrestling?
13 or 14 years.
Which is it, 13 or 14?
I guess 13.
13?
Yeah, because you were 4 when you started too. So.
Yeah.
Young. Because Dad pushed you?
No, just wanted to.
Just because you liked it?
Yeah.
What weight class do you wrestle?
I was 144.
I'm sorry?
144.
144. Guys, we got 29 more minutes, so y'all going to have to slow down here because we're going to be done in about 10, and we won't have nothing to talk about. So relax a little bit. Take a breath. It'll be okay. 144.
Yes, sir.
How many matches did you win this year?
I think you had 38. And Frowny, I think you had 42.
Yeah.
Victories or matches?
Wins.
Wins.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a lot of rolling.
Yeah.
How do you condition yourself to roll or to wrestle? I know been several times y'all would wrestle one day, skip a day, and wrestle again, or even, I don't know if the boys did, but I know the girls did. They wrestled one day, turn around and wrestled the next. Does that happen very often to y'all?
Yeah, every once in a while we'd have a tournament on like a Thursday and then go back onto it either Friday or Saturday. There were a couple times where we did that.
How do y'all get conditioned for that?
Well, a lot of it's the coaches, Yeah, I personally don't like it, but Matt makes us do bleachers a lot after practice. So I think it helps us a lot with getting conditioned and stuff.
They hate you, but they love you.
Yeah, it all serves a purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always we do a lot of conditioning through live wrestling as well. If you can wrestle a 12-minute match, you can wrestle a 6-minute match. And so we'll do a lot of live wrestling toward the end of practice. And yeah, I don't do a whole lot of just steady state cardio like long runs or anything like that. In my view, it doesn't help a lot in wrestling just because wrestling's a lot of quick bursts. So we do a lot of station drills and things like that. A lot of live wrestling, a lot of explosiveness, vice long distance running.
What's the off season look like? I know Mason, yours is a little bit different since you've seniored out on them. What up to this year? What does your off season consist of?
Usually, I take about a month break.
Yeah.
And then probably twice a week practices. Go to camps every once in a while. Maybe 2 off-season tournaments. Definitely not as hard as main season.
Are you a multi-sport athlete or a single sport?
Just wrestling.
Just wrestling.
Sophomore year I did cross country.
Okay.
But that was for wrestling.
Okay. Calin, what about you?
Usually I try to take a week break off. I usually do a lot of lifting still though. But I throw in track, so usually I just go right into that. And it's not, as physically demanding as wrestling is, so I can usually do that with ease. And then, I usually lift a lot, and then after a couple months I usually get back in wrestling. A lot of times I have to focus on football, because I know, Ari, he runs a lot of practices during summer and stuff, and spring. We got spring ball coming up, and So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff with football usually, and then during summer I usually start integrating wrestling back into my schedules and stuff. So.
How much time on your own, not an organized by coach practice, do y'all have? How much do you put yourself through without coaches being there? You know, like at basketball, you see a lot of the kids are in the gym shooting all the time. Coaches are nowhere to be seen. Is there an opportunity for y'all to practice on your own and to do some stuff without the coaches there? How do y'all deal with that? We don't do a whole lot of that, but a lot of times kids will go to like youth practice to get more reps in, more practice in. Usually after high school practice, there's a youth, so some people just go to that. And it's good drilling and stuff you can do there. So. Do you pitch in and help coach some of them little ones?
Sometimes, yeah. Volunteering it's good there. Yeah, it's really neat to help out the little kids like that. So.
Mason, how about you?
Not as much anymore, but I used to go to youth practice and help coach them.
Coach, are you taking anybody to the Adidas Nationals this year?
I think there's a couple guys that have some interest in it, but really more we're gearing up for freestyle and Greco national or freestyle and Greco states. So for anybody watching that doesn't know, there's 3 different styles of wrestling.
Now you've opened a can of worms. So
yeah,
here we
go.
What do they wrestle in high school?
Folk style. So that folk style focuses more on control. So you wrestle top, bottom, neutral. Where freestyle is a lot more takedown oriented. Parterre when they're down on the ground is pretty quick. If you don't get a turn really quick, they just put you back on your feet. And then Greco is all upper body. In the Olympics and international styles, it's all freestyle and Greco. Here in America, we wrestle folk style. So there is a kind of a pathway to get there, but you gotta really be intentional to wrestle freestyle and Greco. The rules are different. Different techniques are different. So, for the freestyle and Greco state, as soon as ours is done, we take that week break off, and then we start focusing on freestyle and Greco. That way, they can earn a chance to represent Arkansas at the national stage. Up in Fargo, so they can place at our state tournament and be our representative up there.
Are y'all participating in that?
I'm not.
No, sir.
Neither one of them.
Now we have a handful that want to do it. Mason's done at this point. He now that his senior year's up, he's not wrestling in college. He's actually going to the Marine Corps, so he's shifted his attention to that. Frowny, he's back to throwing. So. He's moved on to track at this point. So, but we have a handful that are.
What age do you have going on to that?
To freestyle and Greco. Well, they have a youth states as well as high school. So pretty much everybody in our wrestling program, through the Flyers and up through high school, is all kind of making that shift right now.
How many high school kids have you got that showed an interest into?
Probably four or five.
Mm-hmm. Boys and girls, or just boys?
As far as I know, just the boys. I'm not the girls' coach,
right.
And so I haven't had a whole lot of contact with them. But there might be a couple. I'd love to see more and more of them.
Excuse me. The number of matches that the team as a whole, you said 15 and something?
Yeah, I think we were 15-6 or something.
But that's a little bit misleading because that doesn't calculate up to 40-something matches, right?
Yeah.
So explain how a high school duel, what is a duel and what are individual matches and what's the difference between them?
So a dual meet is just between you and one other school.
Okay.
So we can wrestle West Plains, and you have 106 all the way up through heavyweight, each one of the weight classes, and you go in order, and each one of them, it's a one-on-one match. And you get varying levels of team points based off of how the match goes to get a team winner. The reason why it doesn't add up is we wrestle a lot of individual tournaments as well, where it'll be on a Saturday morning or something like that, where our guys might get anywhere from 4 matches in a regular tournament, or we did a couple really big tournaments this year where they do like a pool play on a Friday and then wrestle Saturday, and they can get up to 8 to 10 matches doing that. So we can get a whole bunch of matches in a short amount of time if when we do the individual tournaments. Personally, I really like dual meets a lot better, though. I like the team aspect. I like the way the guys rally around each other. There's something special about dual meets. I've always enjoyed those.
And the guys like them because they know where everybody's at, and they could be there to cheer them on.
Yeah.
You guys are over here shaking your heads like this is it. So, tell me, go back through last season, and tell me the most memorable match that you had, Mason.
Probably my semifinals match at state, just because I never placed, so just to kind of get it done.
Who did you wrestle against?
Bologna.
Okay.
And it wasn't a bad match, so.
How about you?
I'd say definitely a finals match. Every ringside, man, it was crazy. People were yelling for me nonstop, man. This is a crazy experience.
Those big crowds at Little Rock, that's kind of exciting in itself.
Oh yeah.
But you guys have been to some big tournaments along the way as well. I mean, I saw you at Springdale. That was a big tournament. A lot of people were there. It's always a good time when you've got folks in the crowds hollering for you. And when you bring a contingency like you bring from Mountain Home into an arena like the Jack Stevens Center, it just gets louder and louder and louder. Plus, you've built relationships with folks from all across the state. They're watching and rooting for you as well. I know it's a good time, and you guys had a good time doing it. When you guys get to know that you're going to be wrestling for the podium, to get an opportunity to go stand there in front of all your peers, what does that do to your excitement level?
I mean, I think my excitement lead into it, I was super nervous for it. All my teammates kind of thought that it kind of just be a walk in the park, my match. Because I've beaten them before, but going into it, I was crazy nervous. I was really excited to have the chance to wrestle him. But yeah, I was super nervous. I thought it was gonna be a tough match no matter what, because he's a really athletic guy. So. Yeah.
Mason, how about you? Going into your final match of your season, the final match of your career, you got Dad standing there on the side. How were you feeling about it?
I was more excited than nervous. Just all these years kind of led up to it, so yeah.
Dad, you've got your son there on wrestling in the finals, and you've got a great group of kids down there with you that had a real good day on Friday. You get some of them to get ready to go to the podium matches on Saturday. How's that make you feel as a coach? Granted, we need to let folks know that you are a registered volunteer coach.
I am.
You're not employed by the school, but you are a registered volunteer. Having your son wrestling there with an opportunity to go to the big step, how does that make you feel?
Man, it was a whirlwind of emotion that whole weekend, honestly. Like Mason said, everything up to that point had led to that. And like I told him when he came off, I'm like, you're still the little kid with a mohawk going out at like 6 years old in my head, And, for it to be the last match, that was something special. I always told him I always wanted his last match to coach him in a suit. The last day, I'm always in a suit. And we were able to achieve that. So that was really cool. I was proud of the effort these guys put in. We probably overperformed as a team compared to what we were projected to. So I was tickled how well everything went. From regionals to states to everything. The kids showed up and performed. And so I was really happy to see everything kind of culminate into the results that we got.
So I asked the boys what their most memorable match was. As a coach, tell me one or two most memorable matches that you had this season.
For me, I think the turning point of the season was we wrestled a quad meet down in Batesville. We had 4 guys out sick. Mason was one of the ones that was out sick. So we were going in giving up 36 points before we even stepped on the mat. It was a regional duel, so it was really important for the season. And we're forfeiting 6 matches out of 14. And we went in, and the guys it was when everything clicked, like as a team, and the guys were rallying around each other, yelling and screaming and getting excited. And we went in, and we didn't drop a single contested bout over the 3 dual meets. We won all 3 of them, and man, it was awesome. It was like that was when the switch went off with the team, and everybody kind of came together. I just got chills even thinking about it. Like that was it for me. That did it. The guys, that was kind of our turning point. And then after that, man, like they got up every single match. They were rallying around each other. Seeing you guys cheering on Nate Craig down at Cersei Duels, it was like his first matches ever, and the kid's getting a takedown. Got a picture. Mason's jumping about 15 feet in the air because he's so excited. This kid just got a takedown. To me, that's what it's all about. Just those little things that are what stick with me. But more than winning and losing and all that, it's seeing the team come together, get excited for one another, and just go for it.
There you go. It's time for a quick break. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV.
Sleep Mart is introducing a new way to shop for a great night's sleep. Your Comfort Mattresses comes in 5 unique comfort levels, from firm to soft, with cooling options to match your perfect sleep temperature. And no matter your price range, we'll help you find the perfect fit. Get deep, restorative sleep exclusively at Sleep Mart.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $2,500.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Discover comfort and style at Sleep Mart. From reclining sofas and love seats to manual and power recliners, sleep and lift chairs, we've got it all. Choose from a variety of styles, colors, and fabrics. All made with pride in the USA. Come to Sleep Mart today, where comfort meets savings. Your senior...
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Coach Matt Schimmel's with me. He's the Mountain Home Bomber wrestling coach, along with Mason Shimmel and Calin or Colin. Calin, tell me how to say your real...
Calin.
Calin.
Yeah.
Not even close.
0 for 2.
It happens. Been doing it for at least 10 years. Calin. All right. What's the future bring?
Hopefully wins, I think next year, there's a lot of nice guys, good guys coming up, I know Peyton, he's coming up, but he should be a stud, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he'll be great. I think next year there's a lot of people like sophomores. I think Corbin Lefevre he'll be really good. I think him and Logan, his brother, they were sick a lot this year, so it kind of drain them a little bit during the season. But hopefully they come back next year. They're just studs next year, man. So hopefully, that wins.
Mason, into the services, and thank you for that choice. What's the plan there?
I plan on just doing 4 years and then get out and go to college.
And what's your plan for college?
I have no clue.
No clue.
No clue at all.
Dad, you spend a little too much time on the mat.
Well, that's why he's going to the Marine Corps. Doesn't know what he wants to do.
Let them figure that out.
That's right.
Help him figure that out.
Gives him a 4-year window there to kind of see the world, go around, and see what he wants to do. So,
Frounfelter, being a multi-sport athlete, you've got track and field going on right now. You throw disc and shot, or just one?
I just do shot.
Just shot.
Yeah.
And then you've got football.
Yep.
And I know everybody looks to you as being the stud dog on the line. So, does that look like it's going to happen again?
Oh yeah. I think I'll probably end up. I might play both ways, but hopefully I just play O-line. I like O-line a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a very mean guy. So.
Not a very mean guy.
Not at all. No.
You're in the wrong sport, Hoss.
I know.
How hard is it for you to juggle being a 3-sport athlete? Are they spread out enough to where it's not a problem, or do they overlap some?
I think the main overlapping is football and wrestling. I think because obviously in football, we want to win playoff games. We want all those contested matches. But the longer I get into football season, the more wrestling time that cuts away from the season. And with it being already shortened, it's kind of hard getting into the groove of things because football conditioning is way harder than wrestling, just because it's different, like activity-wise. So I think those are the main two that overlap. I think track's a little bit easier to get into because a lot of it's just technique, so it's just a lot of drilling and stuff in the ring. So it's a lot easier to get into that than it is for like wrestling. You're really gonna get conditioned for it. So.
I have always said that wrestling is the best sport for an offensive defensive lineman. Am I blowing smoke or am I talking truth?
I think that's completely true. Yeah, I think it helps a lot with your hips, man. Getting low, getting up and low, it's a lot of work, and I think with being an O-line, it helps. Being an O-line, D-line, it helps a lot, especially with being explosive and being able to move people that are big, So yeah, definitely.
Mason, if you could look in that camera and there's a whole room of youngsters out there just thinking about maybe doing wrestling, what would you tell them?
Oh, absolutely. I feel like wrestling is probably the best choice I've ever made. Teach you a lot of discipline, to push through things mentally. If I could go back, I'd do it again 100 times.
Calin, how about you?
I think it's definitely the best thing that anybody at a young age could do. Shows like hard work and it shows discipline. Like definitely, I think it's one of the best things any guy can do.
You're 12 years in. Would you have changed anything?
Oh, definitely not. Yeah, I would have done it again anytime.
Mason, 13 years in. Would you have changed anything?
No.
Coach? You got a lot of years.
I'm along for the ride, man. I've loved it. I've had the opportunity to coach a lot of kids over the years, and man, these are two of my favorites. Yeah, and so it's just been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't change anything. We're growing the sport here in town. It's kind of what we envisioned, a decade ago, and so we're getting there.
Well, believe it or not, this is what I envisioned back in 2005 when we first had the first meeting about having wrestling in Mountain Home. And would I have hoped that we'd had a state championship out of the boys by now? Yeah. Would I have hoped that we'd had 4 or 5? Yeah. But the slow pace growth, the explosion of how many kids are in, how many kids get to the podium, it's exciting. And being able to watch from the little ones all the way up through the high school and their ability to do and to learn, and how they're just sponges and they just want to take it in and learn how to do what they need to do. And the sport has changed a little bit. The techniques have changed a little bit. But it's getting so widespread across the state of Arkansas. I remember when they came out with the idea, said, look, the first schools that will participate in this will buy the mats. Mm-hmm. And that was when Coach Wood called me and asked me what I thought about doing wrestling, I said, jump on it, let's go. Coach Patrick was involved and Coach Barnhill was involved back in those days. So wrestling has been around Mountain Home for a lot longer than what it is organized today, but it used to be a club sport.
Mm-hmm.
And we used to practice over at Nelson Wilkes Heron. And we'd have them little fold-up mats, the little rectangle ones, and you'd have to fold them up and Velcro them together. And, you know, there's nothing worse than a skin burn that you got from a Velcro that ripped apart and you got your leg rubbed up against the prickly part of it. And, but the sport has gone on. You know, Mr. Stark was a principal over at Nelson Wilkes at the time, and he was the wrestling coach. And then Coach Bill Spratt came in, and he was a football coach that took on the wrestling program. You know, so it's evolved into, I don't want to say it directly involved into what we have today, because it did not, because there was a couple years that nobody was interested, but there was a couple years that we had kids from Mountain Home that went on to state and did real well at the state level. I remember seeing a picture just the other day that had 15 or 20 kids. A lot of the names from businesses around town today were part of that wrestling program back in the 80s, and it was exciting. What's really exciting now is the fact that you guys have reached the milestone. Mason, you're graduating out, and again, thank you for your service before you even get there. Just making that commitment to your country is awesome, and I appreciate you for that. Calin, you guys both have reached milestones. You've got another year to go. And your sister told me that you've got another state championship to win just to tie her. So, you know, I can't let that just pass on without saying. You guys are a great team. She's there to support you, and you were always there to support her. So that's exciting, and I'm proud of you for being there for her as well. You both hit the milestone of 100 career wins this year. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to have you here. I had a little something made for you guys. If you'll pass that to Mason, please. And for Mr. Frounfelter.
That's awesome.
100 career wins for both of you. That's not an easy feat, but I guess when you're wrestling 40-something matches a season, it doesn't take too long to get that. I'm going to have to change that to 150.
Well, Calin might be the first one to hit 150.
Yeah.
He got 100 this year as a junior. He's the first one to do that. So
it's exciting times. Best of luck to you guys in the near future. If you will, hold those up to the camera so you can let the folks at home see what those look like. Mason Shimmel, Calin Frounfelter, you know, you guys, it happened. It was exciting. Now it's time to set new goals and go on to do bigger and better things. Mr. Frounfelter's got an opportunity to do bigger and better things in wrestling, and Mason's just not quite sure what it's going to be. But we'll figure it out. Coach, what do you got to close?
I'd love to see every kid wrestle. I'd love to have them involved at a young age coming on up through. I'm really excited for next season. I went through already. The day after states was over, I'm sitting down with Chuck Smith and we're going over a lineup for next year, projecting that out. And I think good things are coming. We shouldn't be giving up any weight classes next year. The young guys that were on the team this year will have a little bit more experience, and we have a pretty good group coming up from youth that'll be freshmen next year that should make an immediate impact. So I'm really looking forward to next year.
How many seniors do you lose out this year?
3. We have Mason, Seth, and Steven Sturgis. So those are the only 3 that are going out. We'll have people plugging in immediately. So I'm excited.
Awesome times. Awesome times. Excuse me, I got this little tickle going on here this morning, so a little bit off. Guys, again, best of luck to you in the future. Anything that you do, you can be the best at. Just keep your head straight, keep your eyes focused, and you'll be in good shape. Coach, thanks for taking the time to come join us.
Thanks for having us on.
Been a little bit of a trick getting you here, but
I know, man. Our schedules just never seem to line up.
Never line up. Well, we appreciate y'all being here. We'll be looking forward to seeing you in the next event. Mr. Frounfelter, best of luck to you. Mason, you too. Coach, we'll see you next season.
Yeah.
Or before.
Look forward to it.
You've been watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.